How's everybody doing? Mobius Y here. Time of recording this, it is it's Monday. Holy crap, it's Monday. Monday, February 5th. Yeah, doing a quote-unquote extra stream because I would like to finish up this Stellaris playthrough this week and start streaming other stuff later this week on Wednesday and Thursday. So this is going to be Chapter 9, I do believe. Basically the second last time that we're going to play as the Half-Lifer League. And probably going to be... Actually, it will be the last Stellaris Console Edition stream for quite some time at least. It might be the second last one for quite some time. Possibly the second last one for, I don't know. I doubt it, but there is always a chance that I just down the road decide I don't really want to go back and stream Stellaris Console Edition for whatever reason, even when new stuff comes out. I highly doubt it. I will probably come back and do another playthrough when some additional new stuff comes out, just to check it out, and we can enjoy some of the new features together. Professor Payne, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hope you had a good weekend. But yeah, it still is kind of doesn't feel good when I'm like, I know I'm not going to come back to this for quite some time. Now, granted, I know that we didn't do a lot of streaming last year, not just of Stellaris Console Edition, but of anything. But again, a lot of that was because I really just didn't feel like streaming Stellaris Console Edition, and that killed my desire to stream at all. So that's why, instead of worrying about that, I'm just like, look, I'm going to take a very extended break from this. Might not come back to it. Unlikely, but we'll see. You never know. And I'm going to stream a bunch of other stuff on the channel off of my PC. Maybe a couple other games off of my Xbox as well. We shall see. There is a few games on my Xbox I wouldn't mind streaming onto the channel. That'd be pretty dope. Okay, what did we do last time? We built up a fleet and tried to take on the Automated Dreadnought, I do believe. Keyword here being tried. Where are you going? Oh, they're going to X whatever singularity for some reason. Now, these fellers... 30 destroyers, there's 50 corvettes. They're just hanging out over here. Why are they over there? Aren't there battleships? Oh, they're in the home system, that's why. Okay. I love how I come to the home system, there's just this giant stack of words and symbols. Just play whatever was fun for you, man. Yeah, honestly, right now, just because I'm so burnt out, it's not this. Right now, it's not this. As much as I love the game. And I'll be totally honest, a big problem is that I'm still playing on my old Xbox One, which, as you can see in the bottom left, it just chugs along at this point in the game when there's a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, it doesn't do so well. Okay, so what's different? Stumble Mumble class. Whoa. Muddler class. Alright, what's the difference between these two? This one has a mega cannon and kinetic batteries. Yes. What about this one? This one's the Tachyon Lance neutron launchers. Okay. We want some muddler classes because that Automated Dreadnought, we didn't even punch through its shields despite having shield-stripping weapons on all of our corvettes. It did not go well. It's more fun to watch when you're having fun. Yeah, that's totally understandable. See, my problem is I got in the same mindset when I was routinely doing what's it called, World of Tanks Console Edition stuff, or well, Xbox 360 at first, and then Console Edition stuff. Is that it's like, oh, people only want to watch my World of Tanks stuff because that's how I created a small audience, and by small I mean small. You know, the same couple hundred or whatever that were watching some of my Stellaris stuff these days. So I'm like, yeah, there's no, I got in the mindset of where it's like, I have to play this because I have to make content on it because that's what people want to watch. That's what people came for. That's what people want to watch. So I have to do it all the time. And that is just stupid. I realize that it is just completely dumb. So time to be branching out, playing a bunch of other things, and like you said, playing things that I want to play and that I'll have fun playing, because that'll hopefully be more entertaining to watch and whatnot. So what the hell else are we doing on Hordelmon's hideout? We had 22 districts here. 11 of them are mining districts, which is not even half, because I think our total districts are 23. Yeah, it is. So I don't know what else I'm going to throw down here. I could probably use some science labs, because we're producing a pretty hefty chunk of Unity. Not a crazy amount. Like the only thing that we can really do with the Unity is ascend things, which we can do to our capital again. So let's do it. Done. And now the next one is going to cost 61,000 Unity. So that's like 60-ish months. That's about 5 years. Jesus. But we can always increase it. Excuse me. We can always increase our Unity production. However, our science is not really doing that great, because it is still taking us a couple years to do just a single repeatable right now. So maybe I'll slap down science labs. Our exotic gases are really lacking though, so that is a problem. Okay. Where is the research institute? Okay, it is there. So yeah, I'll slap down a couple research labs for now. We'll start with that. Oh, that's the other problem too, is that research labs right now are going to eat up, scientists, I should be more specific, are going to eat up more consumer goods, which we have been bleeding for quite some time. Having fun is the whole point of gaming, so have fun, my dude. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And there's a bunch of stuff that I'd like to play. I finally, I made the mistake a few weeks ago. I think I mentioned this previously. You were probably there for Pain. Where I was just like, you know what, I want to start a new XCOM 2 campaign just for kicks. And since I've already beaten Legend Iron Man at least once, I'm obviously not going to do anything else. So it's like, oh, let's do another Legend Iron Man. I just finished that again this weekend. So with that done, now it's like, okay, sweet. I can get back into... Ooh. Oh. Oh my. Was I gonna max out all these mining districts? We would have no building slots basically. Ooh. I don't know what I was doing here. Yeah, so I got back into my current playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 with my fighter. Ooh, Festivities Aftermath. This would be a really good industrial world. 20 districts, very low spread of resources, and I mean very low. 7 food and then 6 generator of mining. That's pretty blah. So yeah, I think I'll make this another industrial district with, factory world with industrial districts and specializing in consumer goods. Maybe about 15 or so. About 14 or 15 industrial districts will be plenty. We finished modifying the half-life for species. I seem to recall we were doing that because we were giving them the fertile trait, if memory serves. In organic breath, pop upkeep plus 50%. Ooh, right. Each pop working as the blah, 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 blah. We're going to see how this affects our economy when the month rolls over. However, each pop working as a slave or better produces a small chunk of exotic gases per month. Fortunately, this also causes, I put another trait in there where they require exotic gases as upkeep, which is unfortunate. But we have maximum pop growth speed with fertile, and then pre-planned growth. So that's a total, and then we've got exotic metabolism. So we basically got 80 plus 85% pop growth speed, which is kind of bonkers. Now the real question is, what's this other one? This is the science-based one, and I think I didn't change this one because it's largely just on the home world where we have that template. Mostly, maybe not. Mostly, yes, I can see there's 64 on the home world, and then there's 1 in each of these other spots. So we're going to change all these ones. Apply template. Research that, because that takes 2 months, so we're good there. Play what we want, people will watch. Yeah, all 2 of you. All 2 of you will watch. I really I might stream more Mech Warrior just by myself. Even with Joe being unable to play with me, because I just really like Mech Warrior. Mech Warrior's awesome. Loved Mech Warrior for a long time. I don't know. I don't think he'd have a problem with it, but at the same time, he doesn't really have a say because it's on my computer, right? Let's do a mineral purification plant here because we do have a bunch of miners, and I'm want to try to increase their productivity somewhat. Okay, yeah, we are grossly negative. We are horribly negative in so much stuff now. That was a terrible idea. All right, we're gonna change that. We're gonna get rid of, which one is it? We're gonna get rid of exotic metabolism because this is awful. We're gonna create a template and get rid of exotic metabolism. What was the other thing? Pop upkeep plus 50% for inorganic breath. Ooh, painful. Yeah, I think that's just the real problematic one. So we'll ditch that. And then exotic metabolism. Yeah, it gives us exotic gases upkeep. Yeah, that's awful. Maybe when we have a much stronger economy, we will do that. But for now, I think conservationist would be really helpful to reduce use of population consumer goods. We'll also do, let's see, dedicated miner, technical talent. Actually wouldn't be too bad for extra. Oh, hey, low maintenance. That's handy. It does what we needed to do. Leader experience gain, blah, 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 blah. Expressed tradition, more unity. See, this is something that I always don't really do very well because I don't like to do it. Is that when you go down the genetic ascension route, you have all these cool traits that you can play with, and gene modify your species on each individual planet to specially tailor the pops on that planet to further increase production of whatever resources you have going on there. So, for example, in this instance, we have at least one food world that I know of, that because we got one really early. And then there's also resettlement cost reduction. I kind of like the sound of that, so we'll do that for now. And then create templates. And where is that? This one. We already have an ongoing project for modifying or uplifting a species. We've already done it. It's done. What the fuck? Oh no, it's not done. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so like for example, our mining world here of unfair advantage, it's got mining and unity, so give them traits to boost their mining and their unity. And you can really do it when you go genetic ascension, as well as all these, I believe if we did the overtuned origin. Yeah, overtuned, which gives us additional traits, like even more traits to specially tailor your pops for whatever
species modified.
Whatever resources they're producing. So like making them better at mining, also giving them like the strong ones that they produce more. So that workers are more productive because that helps with minerals. Then the list goes on and on and on. And I'm really bad at it because I just hate how much time it takes to modify a species, modify 20 pops on this planet, then modify 20 pops on that planet, then modify 20 pops on that planet. And it's like, you know, I still have some repeatables that I really would like to finish up on. Or there's some text that I could really use from the society tree. Stuff like that. Plus the micromanagement I just absolutely fucking hate. I'm not a fan of micromanaging. I like set it up in one sensible but still effective manner. Which requires minimal constant intervention on my end. And then that's good enough for me. Just leave it there. Boom. Done. Let's see. Let's get another entertainer here on Watchtower. That'll help with our amenities. We do need more housing here, so let's slap down a habitation district. And then Culprit's Escape, I think, is in the same boat. You could use another habitation district. Hotbed, we've already upgraded this, so it's got a decent amount of housing. That's fine. But these two, we could fill out the rest of the habitation districts, I think. For now, just so that we can upgrade the habitats. Which is what we want. What else? What else can we do? We have a lot of alloys, I just realized. Holy shit. Let's rectify that and spend them, shall we? Let's see. Battleship Stumble Mumble, and then this one had... Why the fuck do you have... No, that's not what I want. We need to get rid of all these. Fuck off. There we go. Okay, so what is the current... okay, 120. And then add a ship design. The Muddler class. I believe that's the kinetic one. So we can add... Should be able to add... Yeah, 7. That sounds alright. And then... how much to reinforce it? 6,000. Easy. Okay. I can't... Wow, this is going really, really downhill, really fast. I should have known that would... I suspected it was going to be a disaster because we were so low on our food production and exotic gas production that I'm like, I don't know about throwing down this extra pop growth thing because it increases upkeep by 50% per pop, but fuck it. And to the surprise of nobody, it was a bad idea. Oh well. I tried to stream a little bit last year, was playing SnowRunner. I had a few people watching even with my terrible internet, and that game is fun to play but boring to watch because everything takes forever to do. Yeah, see, I don't understand. There's so many games out there that people will jump in and watch, and I don't think they're there for the gameplay because I don't find what's happening in the game to be particularly exciting at all. Case in point, Ark Survival Evolved. Best example that jumped into my head immediately. I find that game boring as fuck to watch because there is a lot of stuff that you do in that game and in several survival games. Now that I think about it, but I find that boring as fuck because there's basically so many chores that anybody who's playing it has to do all the time. And I do not enjoy watching that crap. So I never really got how... It's like, how the hell are there 2,000 people watching this shit? You know what? It's because the person that is streaming is fun to watch, I would guess. I don't know for sure. Like, I'm not some fucking guru on this subject or anything like that, but that's just my assumption or interpretation, I guess you could say. Is that it's like, hey, the person that they're watching is probably entertaining. Okay, let's fix this crime problem by giving us an enforcer. We're forcing somebody to take the enforcer job on this world because nobody wants it, apparently. Too fucking bad. I don't know why I'm swearing so much tonight. Now, where was that? Which one was it that we were just at with Ugly Outcome? I had a feeling it was Ugly Outcome. Okay, so from Portalmon's hideout, we resettle you to... Come on. Ugly Outcome. There you are. Yoink. And there goes the unemployed one. Boom. Off you go. Go work as a technician for the rest of your life. People will watch just about anything if you're having fun with it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean... I guess that's kind of been my realization. There's some people out there though that they seem to kind of pigeonhole themselves where what they do on either YouTube or on their live streams and whatnot, it's the same thing, and they've been doing it for some 10 years or some crap like that. One example that comes to mind right off the top of my head, granted I haven't actually looked at his channel in some time because I don't care. I remember when I was really big into World of Tanks, what was his name? Clicky Baby. That's it. He had almost daily World of Tanks videos out from the PC version, to be fair, but yeah, and I checked not too long ago, and he was still doing videos about World of Tanks, and that's about all that he had when I checked the history and whatnot, and I was like, man, still doing the same thing after all this time. What the shit? And not only do I look at that, and I'm just like, I don't think I could do that. It would have to be an absolutely top-notch, endearing kind of game. Like, I don't know, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, because I still jump on that and play it occasionally. But that's not something that anybody would watch anymore. I don't know. I couldn't say. I'm not an expert on this shit, so whatever. But that's just what it looks like to me. But, however, if they're still doing it and making a living out of it, and more importantly, they're enjoying themselves doing it, and their audience enjoys watching them do it, then what do I know? I think people were amused by my cussing like a trucker when I would get stuck and have to go get another truck to rescue myself. Good times. Another good example, I think, in my opinion, are they watching right now? Is those kind of simulator games as well. I wager you'd either A, have to be really into it, and you know that's a pretty niche kind of game type, or B, the person that's playing it and like streaming it and whatnot has to be pretty goddamn entertaining somehow. I will be the first to admit that I don't think I'm entertaining at all. I'm amazed anybody watches my crap. Okay, so what exactly were we waiting on? Why was I not building those battleships? Oh, right, we still need Giga Cannons and Kinetic Artillery, the Tier 2 of those items, because we only have the Mega Cannon and the Kinetic Battery right now. We can use the Cybrex Warforge. It's getting expensive to do it because it's now 22,000 minerals. I don't know if I want to do that because we're still constructing a lot of stuff on a bunch of our newer colonies. So I don't know. That's really iffy. Let's slap down a couple strongholds. Because I need to upgrade one to a fortress sooner than later. That way they get an FTL inhibitor. We need a fortress here. And what about harsh reality? We need a few strongholds. Okay. As I've said, I still love Stellaris Console Edition. I don't know. I seem to have that kind of point. I was at about this same, like, the reason why I ultimately just came out and publicly said I'm burnt out on this and I'm going to stop doing it for at least a while and just do a bunch of other stuff is because I realized that I'm basically at the same point now where I was about 5 years ago with World of Tanks Console Edition, because I'd been playing that game and doing content for it for like 5 years, and I really just didn't want to anymore, and I was kind of forcing myself to, and it was making me not enjoy playing the game, even though I really, I honestly loved the game at the time. That's part of the reason why I played it so much. So I was just like, you know what? I'm experiencing the same kind of situation there. That same kind of situation now as I was before. So, like, I just need to take a break. Or sit back, or step away from it, or something. Okay, so what was I doing in Iscomia? I think I was making it another bastion? I don't actually know. I don't remember. Sounds like a terrible idea, so you should probably go ahead and do it. Yeah. The only good ideas are the terrible ones. Okay, how is that gene modification coming along? That's probably, there it is, assembly algorithms. Okay, Gauss cannons. I think I need Gauss cannons first before we can get Giga cannons and kinetic artillery. So we'll grab that. That won't take very long, 6 months, no problem. How is the gene modifying going? Because I'd very much like our economy to not be in the shitter anymore. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll still be in the positive for gases and consumer goods, and we'll definitely be in the positive for food. I don't like how I'm going to have to dedicate a whole section of our kick-ass ring world here in Cybex Alpha to food production. That is... Is disappointing even the right word? Let's do this completed ring section, get that done. That's a bunch of alloys that just went kaput. But we only need about 6,000 or 7,000 to get the 7 some odd battleships or whatever it is added to our anti-dreadnought fleet. The quote-unquote anti-dreadnought fleet that got its ass kicked last time, I might add. We now have lots of unemployment here. Okay, that is not updating, and I don't like it. Okay, we have... There's a hypercoms forum there already. Alright, as much as I don't want to, I'll throw down another administrative office to get a couple more jobs in this world. Seems like most streamers change up their games to keep themselves from getting burnt out. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the case. There's probably... Like, I don't doubt that a bunch of them still have, like, their... What's the word I'm looking for? Their comfort game, if that makes sense, where it's like it's the one game that they can still come back to after 6-7 years maybe, and still stream it and still have fun and whatnot. But they're doing so much other stuff in the meantime. But of course it also helps then go back when and if they start to get the itch again. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it also what also definitely helps in that instance in being able to get that variety is doing this full time. And or constantly, I suppose, would be the better way to put it, because I don't, and I'm going to be real, I don't plan to, just because of the state of the channels and whatnot. I hold no illusions. I don't really see this becoming a full-time thing for me down the road. Whatever. But like I work a full-time job at a company that I've been with for 10 years now. And it's been made very clear on more than one occasion that my current bosses want to keep me around for as long as possible. And that they value the fact that I'm still there, and they want to try to keep me. So they're doing a bunch of stuff to rectify things like my current wage and this, that, and the other stuff. So, like, that's cool, and I appreciate that. And right now, that's what pays my bills. So I really don't see myself doing this as a full-time thing anytime soon, because it's just unrealistic. Okay, Thimbleton's recourse. Still a colony. We need another medical worker here. What's the growth like? Plus 8.41 per month because of all those traits that we slapped on. Oof. Fertile, exotic metabolism, pre-planned growth from immigration, 1.81. Ooh. That's a lot. Now, let's go ahead and throw down an agricultural segment. That'll open up a bunch of housing, which will probably attract more immigration to this Ringworld segment and have people moving to it. I completely understand. Yeah. As cool as it would be, and as much as I would like to, you know, stream or whatever full time as my job, realistically, I do not see that becoming a possibility at all anytime soon. I actually know a few people. One personally that I knew in person. I used to play paintball with them a little bit. It's not like we were friends or anything like that. But there's a guy that I know that when he used to play paintball professionally, and then when he no longer wanted to do that, he really got into streaming, and he did successfully make that his full-time thing now. I believe he's got, well, last I checked, this was a few years ago, but he had 80,000 followers, and I think he's well up to like twice that now or some shit. So he regularly streams, and that's his main, I believe that's basically his job now, which is pretty cool. And then there's another guy that I know who started making YouTube content around the same time I did, also for World of Tanks Console Edition. The Senate floor is now in session for Tianki Conservation Act. I ultimately don't care about this one. I'm just going to oppose it for shits and giggles. Holy crap, I just realized. We are still like middle of the pack in terms of total diplomatic weight. And it is a massive jump between our overall diplomatic weight and the next highest one from the looks of things, because we only have 19.8 and the next empire has 38.5. So we've got a ways to go to catch up. That's not going to happen for quite some time. However, one thing that we will be able to do is change our diplomatic stance to supremacist, which gives us plus 100% diplomatic weight from fleet power. Gives us a much bigger overall boost than just this flat plus 25%. So there's that, and then I do believe there is one of these. I have scientific. Why don't I have architectural renaissance active? I don't know. Is it this one? No. I swear to God, there is a edict that. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Another plus 10% diplomatic weight from fleet power. I think it used to be plus 20 or plus 25%, but this plus changing your diplomatic stance to supremacist when it was 125%, you would suddenly just change those if you had a huge fleet, and then boom, your diplomatic weight would increase by like 40,000, 50,000 at the flip of a switch, and it was hilariously comical. But it worked. And it basically still would, but the thing is, we need to make a massive fleet. And we do not have that. We don't have the naval capacity. We're almost at our current max. And we also... And we also need... we also need the energy production, because we do not have the energy to field a ginormous fleet right now. Okay, so we've really staunched the bleeding a lot. We're not losing exotic gases anymore, thank fuck. We're also losing a lot less consumer goods. We're still losing 100 a month, and our food is no longer about 100 a month either. It's down to 9, so that's fine. Once we get a few farmer jobs on whatever portion of the Cyberx Ring world that was this one, it seems, we will be in a much better position. So we're going to throw down a food processing facility just to give away that that's what this colony is going to be. So I'm able to get rid of the colony designation. So that's perfectly fine. Full-time streaming is a lot of work. It still is, yes. It absolutely still is. I have no illusions about that. Let's see. Admiralty support staff, I think, is the way to go, because we need to increase our fleet command limit. We've got Gauss cannons now. There it is. Giga cannon plus kinetic artillery. We'll start with the Giga cannon. That will take a little bit longer, but only 9 months still. And then hopefully when it re-rolls, we get kinetic artillery again. We probably won't, and then we'll have to do another bloody repeatable. What are the other options here? Thermal, a bunch of bullshit. Stuff I don't care for. Let's see. 782. Yeah. Anyway, so like I was saying, this guy that I knew, not personally and not terribly well, like we got along and we interacted occasionally. They also started making YouTube videos about the same stuff we were, I was initially, almost 10 years ago. I think they were doing a couple other things like Minecraft and whatnot before then, but they also started making World of Tanks console videos. And then they kind of moved on from that, especially when Ark came out, or started becoming super popular. They were doing a lot of Ark stuff. And then when PUBG came out, they're actually a regular content creator for PUBG, and they have been, or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, for those who don't know by now. And I do believe they've been doing that for over 5 years now, probably 5-6 years. They've been doing YouTube and streaming full-time for 6 or 7 years by now, I do believe. They actually just recently hit, what was it, 100,000 subscribers, I believe? Which is pretty sweet. That's a long time. 100K. I think it's 100K. I could very well be wrong, but that's a long time. 100K in 9 years. Like, that's not easy. There's some people that I know, including myself, that can't hit 10,000 in 10 years. Okay, so our food is steadily decreasing still because we have pops growing and we have no farmers. We have no farmers working the fields. Where is our food world? Just out of curiosity. Maybe what I should do... Do I not have a food world? I have a food world somewhere. Oh, it's the home world. Let's see. What do the pops here look like? People. Did I get them improved? No, I didn't. What is wrong with me? I didn't give them anything for improving food production? Okay, well, who's mostly working the farmer jobs here, I wonder? Seriously, I've been using the capital world this whole time to produce food, and I have not needed another colony for food production. This whole time, we're like 100 years in. We're over 80% of the way to 1,000 pops. Like, we've got more than 800 pops, and I have not needed to increase food production this whole time. That's insane. This is why I really just don't care about food. I want to find one place to make food as early as possible, like a good food planet, because I designate that the food planet, and then I go, okay, perfect. We don't need to worry about food for almost the rest of the game now. Moving on. Let's see. Pop details farmers. We have 3 snakeoids, 5 half-lifers, 7 half-lifers, 3 half-lifers, 2 snakeoids. Okay, snakeoids and half-lifers. Oh boy. That's unfortunate. Okay, because I really would prefer that they focus on producing a boatload of science. This planet is extremely stable. 95% stability. That's crazy. How much? We're getting plus 27% resources from jobs because of the high stability. That's fantastic. Borderline impossible to get it to 100%. Borderline, but it's not completely... outside of the realm of possibility. I just don't see it becoming a thing. Being a thing this time around. How much food are we producing here? 423. We're somehow producing... Oh, that's right. We've got some from star bases. How is it we're only getting 423 from this world, but we're getting 490 something from all jobs? Ah! We have 0 food production here. We're getting food from somewhere else, and not a small amount. I just have no idea where it is. Our star bases are producing a little bit. They're producing about 45 or something. I'm not sure. 45, yeah, I was right. Bases 11, star bases 45, jobs 493. I really don't know where that extra 50-ish is coming from, because as far as I know, Hailhome is the only other world or colony, I should say, that we have that has food production. Because we have no food districts anywhere else. I might have hydroponics farms somewhere to create some farmer jobs, but I don't remember that. I don't remember doing that. I knew I was like, I'm going to do a habitat and build hydroponics farms to create some more food there. And I never got around to that because it's like, well, I need alloys for this, need alloys for that, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Painful. Editing YouTube videos can be a full-time job all on its own, as you would probably already know because of the videos you've done in the past. Yes. Yes. I should be more motivated to edit videos these days because I have a better computer, but B, I have way better editing software. The free stuff that they have these days is far better than the crap that came with my capture card, which I bought, obviously, 10 years ago. And I'd been using that same editing software up until I got this new computer just last year. And man, I was so fucking sick of it. That's part of the reason why I hadn't done any videos for a while, is because I was just like, I don't want to bother with this fucking software, because I just came to absolutely hate it. It was a nightmare to work with. But now, different story. Having a program that just because I have too much stuff in the timeline or whatever, and it doesn't crash just because I keep trying to work with it and whatnot. I'm pretty sure it's a combination of the software plus a much more powerful computer. I guarantee it's a combination of the two, but either way, like, whatever. My feelings on it are the same. It's fucking fantastic not working on a heavily edited project that slows to a crawl because there's too much stuff going on in the timeline and is prone to crashing when there's too much stuff in the timeline. That just irked the ever-loving fuck out of me, and I couldn't stand it. We have a pop here that ought to be resettled to ugly outcome. To work a technician job, increase our energy production.
Construction complete.
You're right, though, in that it's not uncommon these days for people people streaming or people doing YouTube full time. They have their own editors that they pay to edit their videos, so that they themselves can do their streaming or basically create the videos, and then an editor chops it down for them to upload to a YouTube video. You're totally right in that. And honestly, I always forget about that. I'll be totally honest. So Scoundrel's Misfortune, we're pretty much done with letting pops grow here. Any new pops that crop up, I'm going to be resettling them immediately. We do have open jobs available. I mean, we have 28 clerk jobs that they could fill in, and we have 98 housing. So we have more than enough housing, and we also have 36 amenities. So we have more than enough housing and amenities right now to have another 28 pops working on this world. And even then, the amenities wouldn't be a problem because these are clerks. They produce a small amount of their own amenities. What do they produce? They produce 4 trade value and 2 amenities. Yeah, per clerk. So yeah, adding more clerks is like whatever. Amenities is not a problem. You basically have a net gain of 1 additional amenities per clerk that's working. I mean, yeah, they're using up 1, but they're producing 2. So you have a +1 gain there. So yeah, we have enough housing. We have enough jobs. And the amenities would go up to about 50 or so. We could fill that up. However, we have other worlds that are producing other resources, which right now would be far more valuable. A single technician job here on Ugly Lake. Don't get me wrong, we'd still be getting some energy credits from a clerk on that world we were just looking at.
Research complete.
But it's only, like, right now it's 1-to-1. Because of our trade policy. Ooh. You know what? Let's grab autocannon. I'd love to grab assembly algorithms, but that's 22 months. That's almost 2 years. So we'll just grab autocannons, and then hopefully when it re-rolls, we get kinetic artillery. Let's go ahead and upgrade the ship design, the muddlers, with gigacannons. There we go. And then we'll save and leave. Yeah, so because I'm pretty sure our trade policy is still wealth creation. Where is it? Trade policy, yes, wealth creation. I don't know why I haven't changed it yet. Oh, that's why, because out of our current production, our trade is creating 402 energy credits per month. And if I get rid of that, well, then it'll drop to 200 and we'll actually be in the negative. By about 130 energy credits per month. So I need to keep it as is. What I really should do is find a spot to build a Dyson sphere. Because energy is going to be a severe problem for us. And I should rectify that. I think I found the perfect place for it. Right there in Landine. Where is a construction ship? I need a construction ship. You are way up there. You are fairly close. But you're the closest. Alright, Landine. Move here. And build a megastructure. Due to the immense required... Oh, we can only build or upgrade 2 megastructures at a time. Son of a bitch. I forgot about that because we have Cybrex Alpha going here. We can very quickly and very easily change that by applying Architectural Renaissance. So let's do that. It's going to really kneecap our Unity production each month because I think we're only getting 1,200. Oh, we're up to 1,300 now. Whoop-de-doo. Let's go back down here. Architectural Renaissance. There we go. And now we can queue it up. So now we can do 3 megastructure portions at a time. So go to Landine, build a megastructure, start that Dyson sphere. God damn, we need one. Autocannon's done. There it is. Kinetic artillery done in 7 months. And then we can build those ships. Maybe I should build them now and then we upgrade them later. Let's see. Reinforce all. There we go. 7 ships being constructed. And they're done in barely a year. 300 days. I think that's less than a year, actually. By the time they're done constructing, it would be right around the same time that these are done. Because the kinetic artillery is done researching in 7 months. Clerks, oh no, fuck clerks. Yep, Dyson spheres are always a good thing. Yeah, I used to not care very much for Dyson spheres. But they get buffed so much. Like when they first brought in Dyson spheres, and this was back in 1.7 when you could build as many megastructures as you want, and each level of a Dyson sphere only added 100 credits. Like that was abysmally bad for the cost of building a Dyson sphere back then, because it was still like 100,000 minerals. This was before alloys, so it was like 20,000 minerals per section of a Dyson sphere to upgrade it and make it more powerful and more productive and all that good stuff. And then they buffed it to where each section is 250, and I was still like, not really worth it because the cost is still quite high. It's one of the most expensive megastructures that you can build. And by this point, we had matter decompressors and various other things. Like we didn't have federations yet, so no mega shipyard. But yeah, I was just like, really not worth it to be doing these. And then it got buffed again to where each section is 1,000, and now I'm just like, oh my god, actually this is really good now. That's awesome. All right, consumer goods becoming a serious issue. We need to start sending pops to Festivities Aftermath and Vizier's Arms. Because those are the worlds where we are going to be creating more consumer goods. Factory world. Come on, select the factory world. I'm pressing the A button. Can I not change it because it already is a factory world? Yes. Okay, that's how that works. I thought it selects it and then backs right out, but I'm just an idiot, and it doesn't work that way. Let's slap down a couple, well, just the one industrial district there for now. And then over here, we have 2 on the way. That's good. So yeah, we need to, when we run into unemployment, I need to be sending pops to these 2 worlds because they're going to be producing consumer goods. We are drastically running out of those. Shock and awe. Speaking of which, one of them was Vizier's Arms, and I forget what the other one was. Festivities Aftermath. That's it. This is why I name my planets like Mining World, Minerals, or the Mines, Minecraft. You know, like that's how I know at a glance that, oh, those are my mining worlds. And then my factory worlds name things like consumer goods, factory, goods for consumers, you know, stuff like that. Just like goofy names, really stupid goofy names like that. But looking at the name alone, I know what is produced there. Okay. Yeah, I do really like how good Dyson Spheres are now. Damn, look at that. We only got 3 more farmers on this world, and just like that, our food is back in the positive by a hefty chunk. Not a huge amount, but a hefty chunk. And that's because each farmer here is producing 17.2 food. And that's all. And I was saying earlier, that's also why I don't care for the clerks that were popping up on that one world, on one of our earliest colonies. Because sending them here to become a technician, instead of just producing 4 trade value, that is giving us 4 energy credits, or possibly even 5 with all the bonuses, send them here, and a single technician is producing 16.8 energy credits per month. Just saying, it seems a little more productive and efficient. Okay, we have 2 unemployed pops here. I'm not going to worry too much about getting some jobs open here, because like I said, we need to prioritize just a little bit. Send them over there to Festivities Aftermath, fill in these artisan jobs. That industrial district is done in 80 days. This one's done in 16. Ooh, even better. Let's go ahead and lock out these clerks. Don't care for them. Usually after I build a Dyson Sphere, I stop worrying about naval capacity, then I build all the ships. Yeah. Well, I mean, I still worry about it somewhat, yeah, and you still kind of do, even with a Dyson Sphere, because if you go way over your naval capacity to the point where their upkeep is like, 500% higher, doesn't matter if you have a Dyson Sphere or not, you're going to run into problems at that point. Maybe not going wholly into the negative, but still likely going to be experiencing low overall energy output, you know what I mean? Hortelmon's hideout. Don't really need workers here, so same thing. Let's go ahead and send you to Vizier's Arms. Boom, there we go. Perfect. And now look at our Unity production. It's only 500. It was over 1,000. Oh, how far we have fallen. Okay, we're still building the ships. That's going to take a bit. Yeah, so the research is going to finish right before those ships are done, unfortunately. Yeah, I probably should have waited. But that's okay. I think having them fly back to get upgraded will be just a little bit faster than finishing the research and then waiting the near year to construct all of them. I think. I don't actually know. We'll see. They're all being constructed. I just realized they're all being constructed in Etan Stella. Oh, and we're short one. Damn it. Okay. That's unfortunate. Easier to mitigate, though? Yeah, it is. You are absolutely right in that. But that's part of the reason why I like slapping down a bunch of habitats with fortresses. And getting soldier jobs that way, because that's what soldier jobs do as well. On top of on top of this becoming a fortress world with an FTL inhibitor and making it tough to invade and harder to bombard, because I'm reducing bombardment damage with the planetary shield generator, as well as turning it into a fortress station. Blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. So basically it takes a while for this to happen. But soldiers also increase naval capacity. Not a huge amount per soldier, but a single fortress habitat can have quite a lot of soldiers and boost your naval capacity pretty significantly. And look, we have 6. So if these were fully developed, they're obviously not. They're a long ways away from that. But if they were, that would be a pretty hefty amount of naval capacity that we're getting from this one station alone. Let's go ahead and upgrade this habitat, seeing as how we've filled in all the districts. Take a quick look here. Currently, there's only 12 soldiers here, and they're producing 72 naval capacity. So 6 times. 6 times the naval capacity. I wanted to say 16 just to keep in line with the meme, but it's not actually mathematically 16. So this here's arms, and then oops, wrong portion. I'm used to the unemployed pops being at the bottom of the list. I do like that change. That was very welcome. Excellent. Okay, so Vizier's arms. We are starting to get some consumer goods production here. And same with Festivities Aftermath. Only about half as much, but that can change very quickly. One thing we need, the Ministry of Production on both of these worlds, which we can't get until we have a planetary capital on these worlds. Ooh. Is this upgradable now? Number of pops is greater than or equal to 10. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Duh. Oh, boy. We only have 7. What about this one? There's 9 pops here. Okay, if I keep resettling to Vizier's Arms and Festivities Aftermath, we'll get 10 pops there to upgrade to a planetary capital. That will actually make it easier to increase consumer goods production there. Speaking of consumer goods, we're running very low. We're going to do the good old thing of sell stuff to buy consumer goods, because we've never done that before, right? I'm about to do what's called a unique gamer move. Come on now, where is it? Plus 5,000, there we go. We'll leave it at that for now. Admiralty support staff, cool. What's a quick little... Ooh, Tomb World adaptation there. That takes only 3 months, and then hopefully we can get Admiralty support staff to proc again. What happened to your consumer goods? They've been bleeding for a long time, honestly, Pepsi lover. But we are working towards rectifying that. We have 2 newer colonies that are being geared towards producing consumer goods with industrial districts. I already have a civilian industries there. I'd love to upgrade it to a civilian fabricator. So we have a planetary administration. Excuse me.
Construction complete.
both Baxum and what's this station? Uskiomia. They're probably close to... Baxum's done, so let's go ahead and turn this into a bastion. Some hangar bays, because apparently that's scarier for people. For the AI, excuse me. And we go target. Oops, I don't know why I started with that. Oh well. Comm jammer, disruption field, and then command center. I'm not going to do defense grid supercomputer just yet. Not until we actually start constructing platforms at these places. At which point I will also switch out the hangar bays for gun batteries. Because while the hangar bays do boost up the fleet power, I find the gun batteries are in practice more effective. Whereas the hangar bays just artificially inflate the fleet power and make them look tougher than they actually are, which deters the AI. That's really all we're going for. 2307. Oh my goodness. They're not that far. And I've got hyperlane relays. Why does it take so long for them to travel there to reinforce my fleets? Oh my god, this is terrible. Okay, we're gonna move the 6th Void Lurchers to Itan Stella. That takes them 134 days still? No. What are you doing? If I tell them to go here, they go that way. What the heck was their pathing before? They go to the gateway and use the gateway. You know what, mate? Is that actually the fastest route? Probably. Well, I mean, it wouldn't pick it if it wasn't. But let's go just by going through the hyperlane. I can't. I don't actually know. You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Go that way. Gravitational analysis 4. Very good. Let's get gravitational analysis 5. That way building costs will have been reduced by a total of 25%. And there's Admiralty support staff again. Thank you very much. So we should be able to increase the number of Muddler-class battleships. Do one more? Nope, just the once. Okay, that's fine. And let's go ahead and hit that reinforce all again. Oh, now it's building at a Feral Star. Oh, come on. Home base. For now, it's going to be Itan Stella, because that's where everything else was being built. And still doing it. Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. You're still trying to fucking build it at fucking Feral Star. Stop it. We'll just do this the hard way. Where are you? Battleship. Muddler class. Just queue one up. Jesus. Pain in the patootie. It's like, oh, your fleet is at Feral Star where your one shipyard is? Build everything over here at Itan Stella! Ha 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 ha! Now you have to wait for them to be reinforced. Okay, I'll bring my fleet there and increase the size of the fleet that I can do. Okay, reinforce it now. Oh, you moved your fleet away from Feral Star to Itan Stella? Well, now we're going to build it at Feral Star! Ha ha ha! Fuck off. Just fuck right off. Seriously. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't make a fucking difference, I suppose. But technically speaking, we aren't on time limit here. I only have 1 more hour tonight and then 2 hours tomorrow to actually make this happen. And the extra real life time being wasted for all this shipbuilding and traveling and all that crap translates to me not being able to go take out the Dreadnought because it's just taking too goddamn long. Alright, festivities aftermath. You need some pops. So, there you go. Have one more. Endless Pursuit is experiencing unemployment. Is it? I just moved the pop. Why are you... Liar. Alright, Hitman's Blunder. Come on. 2 pops requesting employment opportunities. Let's go ahead and move them to Festivities Aftermath. There you go, and there you go. Look at that. Now, we can go to Festivities Aftermath and queue up a planetary administration because we have 10 pops here. Woohoo! Funny how that works out. We're about to be able to do that on Vizier's Arms as well because we are very close, like 3-ish months away from the next pop being grown here naturally. I don't understand why the AI does shit like that. I'm not even sure it's the AI, it's really just the game. I don't know if that qualifies as the AI doing that garbage. Alright, we're just a couple months away from this first batch of battleships being constructed. And then there's 2 more on the way. It's going to take a bit because the second one is almost a year away. As soon as that happens, I got to go in, change the ship design, and then we queue the upgrade on the battleships that are not constructed with the kinetic artillery. Jeepers creepers. Okay, let's go ahead, add 2 more industrial districts here. We can upgrade this to an alloy nano plant, because why not? How are we doing on... Good on strategic resources. Okay, so the consumer goods, the bleeding of consumer goods is dropping. We are making an impact. Very good. Let's throw down some more industrial districts because we will want more open jobs. Especially since we're getting a planetary administration soon and can upgrade civilian fabricators. What we're also going to need on both of these worlds is synthetic crystal plants, because civilian fabricators cost synthetic crystal plants for upkeep, and I like to slap one down on these kind of planets that have even just 1 building using that for upkeep, because we still use synthetic crystals for a bunch of other stuff, building components on various warships and stuff like that, so do want to mitigate that. Alright, Haven Lair, our Ecumenopolis, is experiencing unemployment. Really? It is. Holy shnikes. Alright, Foundry Archaeology. Foundry Archaeology, baby! Amenities is getting a little bit low, though, so I might want to address that instead. Let's start with an exotic gas refinery, like so, to get some exotic gas, some more exotic gases, and then we'll do a hyper entertainment forum. I should probably be resettling some pops here to Haven Lair because it is our Ecumenopolis after all. It should be producing a boatload of alloys. It is not. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's producing 259? Really? That's it? I thought it would be way more than that. In fairness, though, it is currently half of our total positive production of our alloys, so it's not an insignificant amount. Okay, Uskomia, upgrade to a Citadel. Alright, very good. Looks like our fleet finally got reinforced as well. And Feral Star, what are you building? You're building the Juggernaut. I totally forgot Feral Star was building the Juggernaut. It's been working on that for a while. Still needs about a year. 2/3 of a year-ish. These will be done first, but then they got to upgrade, so the Juggernaut will actually be done. Oh my god. We're going to have a Juggernaut to help take down the Automated Dreadnought. And I gave it the thingy that increases friendly ships' weapon range by like 40% or whatever the fuck it was. That's actually going to be pretty tight. Kinetic battery and kinetic artillery hammering the shields on the Automatic Dreadnought from a massive range. And then hopefully once those get taken down between the huge barrage of kinetic blasts and the siphoning of shields from our little Stingray corvettes. They're not actually called that, but I've just done that because of give me your shields. With their, what's it called? The energy siphons that do double damage against shields. Between that, hopefully we strip the shields on that blasted thing very quickly. Enough for our Tachyon Lance and Neutron Launcher battleship designs to absolutely perforate that thing's hull and armor points. Oh boy. I'm feeling pleasant feelings just thinking about it. Anybody else hard? Juggernaut is a little on the large side. Takes a while to build. Yep. Well, we queued it up I don't know how long ago. In game time, it was clearly many, many years, but I also don't know how many streams ago it was. It might have just been last stream. I don't think so, because it's taking forever to go through just a few years here. Like I've been streaming for 70 minutes, and we started this stream, it was only like 2300 or 2301 or something like that. So we've moved maybe 7 years in 70 minutes. That's 1 year in 10 minutes. That is extremely slow, considering, especially like in the early game. You can, like right now in Stellaris Console Edition, in the early game, like at the very beginning, you could breeze through a year in seconds. Alright, Hordelmon's hideout. We're going to resettle this unemployed pop. Where are you going to go? I think you're going to go to Vizier's Arms. Yep, because you're short 1 pop. Getting a planetary capital. Excellent. Now we can upgrade the capital building. Ooh, slow down. Cue that up. There we go. Move this to the top. Festivities Aftermath already has this planetary capital. Good. So let's upgrade the civilian fabricators now, just to improve the efficiency of our artisans. And we have no unemployment here or anything like that. I'm not worried about it. I do want a synthetic crystal plant sooner rather than later. Not that we're hurting on synthetic crystals. We have enough to maintain the upkeep of 2 civilian fabricators, because they cost a little bit less than 4 right now. Subtract the 10% upkeep cost. However, I do want to offset that. Because for each building that requires 2 of a rare resource for upkeep, you build a plant, you build an artificial plant or a synthetic plant for it. The base production on one of those is 3. So if you factor in high stability and various other things, they can produce like 4 or 5. So you are drastically overcompensating for the 1 building, which is fine with me because I kind of wanted to do that. Okay. If I recall right, I only slapped down 1 more reactor district because I need another habitation district. After the fact, amenities are becoming a problem here because we're at 0 right now. So we will upgrade to a Cyto-Revitalization Center. We're still okay on exotic gases for now. Keywords for now. So I didn't bother relocating this pop because I can upgrade this mineral purification plant, which creates 1 miner, to a mineral purification hub, which creates an additional miner job. And from there, we will then start relocating to our colonies, the newer colonies, Vizier's Arms and Festivities Aftermath, that are producing consumer goods from our artisans, as it should be. Okay. We could probably think about doing the same here. Oh, maybe not, because we are very close to another pop growing here. Not bad. 3 months. And then we can do a planetary administration, excuse me, and then upgrade this to a food processing center, which increases the farmer jobs by 1 again, and increases food from farmers, just making it more efficient, which we want. So they will go up from, what was it, 17? Yep, 17 point whatever food per month. They should go up to about 19 or so. because it's not just going to be the flat +1. That's just the base amount. Then you factor in the bonuses and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, high stability. Stability's not that high here, but other bonuses. You know what I mean. What are we doing in Detroit? What's happening in Detroit? Okay, we have... Oh, I built an energy nexus and I didn't bother doing any generator districts because I'm an idiot. Let's rectify that, shall we? We'll do another city district to give us another building slot or two, whatever. There we go. I think Detroit will work out just fine. We're going to want to... I'm amazed Detroit doesn't have any crime, though. What is up with that? It is a penal colony. Current planet modifier. Oh. Because of our governor, I guess. Is that what it is? Oh, no. But anything that generates crime on a penal colony, the crime that's generated from it is doubled, basically. Okay. We have... Yeah, let's open up some districts, shall we? There's probably a few worlds and whatnot that could use some tiles being cleared. Planetary administration here on Law Haven. That's what we needed. Very good. And then I will slap down an exotic gas refinery, because the districts here use those up by quite a bit, I do believe. Yeah, 2 for a research segment. So let's rectify that a little bit. Okay. I would say speed it up, but I don't think it will help on the old console. Oh, it won't. We saw that previously, man. I had it on speed 3 for a good portion of the first bit of the stream, actually, and it was like no faster than how it is right now, which is kind of sad, but whatever. Okay, how about another stronghold here? Yeah. And I think after we get a fourth fortress on our what's it called? Our fortress habitats. After that, we'll throw down a chemical plant, because all of these fortresses require a little bit of volatile motes for upkeep. So we are eating into our volatile motes production by constantly getting fortresses. So we'll have to rectify that just a tad. You can get a planetary administration now. Perfect. Chemical plants, at least one chemical plant on each fortress habitat will mitigate that. It won't completely void superiority. Go forth and conquer. All right, we have the Juggernaut now. Let's just move it to here. It's only going to take 94 days to move that far. Damn. Hyperlane relays are awesome. They really are. Okay, are these shipyards done? Yes, so the Juggernaut's done, so those ships are done. They have regrouped. So I lost track of time there. I need to now upgrade these to kinetic artillery, like so, which means I also need to remove one more thing of hyper shields because it doesn't have the power. And we'll do that. There we go. Save the current ship design. Now, we go here, and we tell these motherfuckers to go get upgraded. And at the same time, can we add another muddler class? No, we cannot. We don't have the fleet command limit. We will in 9 months, but I'm not waiting that long. Fuck that. We need to go for the Dreadnought. Well, we don't need to, but we will go for the Dreadnought. Let's check out this station. How long is it going to take to upgrade? 77 days? That's fairly quick, but it has to do it for 2 groups. So we're looking at 154 days. That's like half a year. Ugh. Yeah, honestly, I probably should have just waited for... I Probably should have just waited for the research and then finished the fully upgraded design of the battleships and then constructed them. I don't know. Oops, it also helps if I don't pause the game. Ring World section restored. All right, we got another one. Woo! Habitable section C. Let us colonize. What are we going to call it? I don't know. We're going to colonize it with you. Randomize. Hell. Unruly Coven. Yeah, sure. Excellent. Okay, so we are still bleeding consumer goods just a bit, but it's significantly lower than it was before. It was 50 for some time. I would like it to keep going down, but that would require more artisans. Which means we need more pops here on Festivities Aftermath and Vizier's Arms. Upgrade this to a civilian fabricators, please. This one's already a civilian fabricators, yes. And then for civilian replica complexes, we need, I think it's 50 pops on this planet, maybe, or 40? Oh, 25. Jeez, I was way off. 25 for a planetary capital, and then we upgrade civilian fabricators to civilian replica complexes. That just further increases the productivity of our artisans. Yes, they use up more minerals doing it, but they produce more consumer goods. That's what we want. Pharaoh Star, what are you doing? A colony ship. Alrighty then. Alright. I remember not even being able to watch space battles on my Xbox One S without crashing the game. I've never had that problem. The game usually just crashes when a big event happens. Like, for example, a really big empire has a synthetic uprising, for example. That'll do it. Another one that I've had, and that's not, like, just recently. I mean, that's always been the case for my little X-Bone. Upgrade to a fortress now, please. You should not have an employment period because you still have open soldier jobs. What the hell? You've done constructing that one, so do that. And then a chemical plant. Yeah, like I was saying, even from back in the day, it was never because of space battles. Like, space battles always caused it to chug all the time for as long as I can remember. What do I want to build here? Holy shit. Oh no, I'm at a loss. Okay, let's do an exotic gas refinery to deal with the gas problem that we are going to be experiencing for sure. Yeah, space battles always really slowed down the frame rate since the game came out on console. I've never had a crash because of battles. I have had plenty of bugs pop up during battles, like the invincible ship bug, where it's like things just stop shooting at it. They know it's there, so they fly at it to try and attack it, but they just stop shooting at it. I've seen that plenty of times. And what else? Oof. Too many things to count, honestly. Definitely seen some weird stuff as a result of space battles, but I have not had a crash because of space battles, so I guess I'm just lucky there. But yeah, in my experience, it's been like really big, major events that causes the thing to either crash or just about completely crap out on me. Like the Great Tempest popping up or something like that, or the Prothoran Scourge. Is it the Prothoran? No, the Contingency, excuse me. Yeah, it's not the Prothoran, I'm an idiot. The Contingency popping up as well, and just suddenly, boop, they have a couple worlds under their control, yada yada yada. Changing the landscape of the galaxy severely tends to do it. But the last time I can't even remember the last time I've had this. I've had Stellaris Console Edition crash on me. It's been a long time. I know that. Research complete. Assembly algorithms. Excellent. Okay. I don't really care about the autocannons, but we'll get them because these are super short, super quick research projects. It was usually at the beginning of the month or year also. Yeah, it's still doing that now, as you can see. The beginning of the year, I have it to where the game auto-saves. Even when I'm not playing Iron Man, the game auto-saves at the beginning of a new year. And, what's the other one? The beginning of the month is just because it's tallying up like research progress and resource production and this, that, and the other thing. It definitely hiccups at the beginning of each month as well. Alright, ships are upgraded. Very good. I've had the invincible ship that can destroy an entire fleet even on the Series X. Yeah, it's less of a... I think it's less of a performance problem, and it's more just a straight up like coding bug. I don't know what causes it. I don't have the slightest clue. Dyson Sphere frame. Here we go. 1,800 days for that. Alright, so it's going to be 3,600 days, which is 10 years before we have any production from our Dyson Sphere. That is slightly depressing, but also unsurprising. And we desperately need it because, holy shit, our energy credits are close to tanking. I think building those extra ships that I just built is part of the reason why. I don't like it. Alright, you are getting resettled. Where are you going to? We have Vizier's Arms with 10 pops and Festivities Aftermath with 11. You're going to Vizier's Arms. Okay, ships upgraded. Very good. Are these finally done? I think so. So let's send them back over to here. How long is that going to take? 146 days. Okay, that's not so bad. It's not much of a shortcut just taking that gateway from there to there, but hey, it does speed things up, so whatever. I should build some more gateways. I don't really have the energy for it, though, because I think you need 6,000 per gateway. It's not so much the alloys as it is the energy with building gateways. I like constructing a gateway in the systems where I have a shipyard, so that would be Feral Star and Etan Stella. I would build gateways there, and then I would build a gateway in each choke point system where I have a fortress habitat and a fully upgraded bastion citadel, and of course any with wormholes that other empires could use to travel here. I'd have gateways connecting all those systems, so basically from the shipyard they can jump to any major major choke point where I expect like ships to be flying through to try and invade and possibly engage in major battles with me. With my own ships and whatnot. You need upgrades. Goodness. I mean, don't need them, but whatever. Leave those alone for now. So I like doing that, and then also a gateway to either star systems that are just kind of important, but like way away, or not important. Sorry, even if they're not important, if it's a star system that's just like way away from a gateway and would take forever for normal ship travel to get there, I like to put a gateway in that system, just so it's in that far corner of my empire. What do you have? Minus 300 alloys for 5 artifacts? Sure. I only have 98 now, though. Damn. Why do I need 100 again? Oh, yeah, the Mega Art installation. You need 100 of those bad boys for that. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't know if I will get around to buying a Series X, because right now some of the other games that I would like to stream off of my Xbox don't really need an Xbox Series X for them, because several of them are older games that the Xbox One will handle, largely because some of them are like 360 games. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, shit. Damn it. Do not restore jobs. Those are clerk jobs. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. I'm going to have to resettle a couple pops to, where is it? Ugly Outcome. Because there is a problem with our energy credits. Now that we have ships moving around, our energy has kind of tanked. Haven Lair. Alright, let's do another Foundry Arcology. Actually, hang on. Let's hold off on that. We will just do a chemical plant for now. Admiralty support staff, done. Let's go ahead and grab... Ooh, I don't know. Fleet management procedures. Okay. This is literally like the end game goal for this playthrough, is to just take down this blasted automated dreadnought, because I want that star system under my control. That being said, though, I do have to take a leak, so I'm just going to move the camera somewhere. There we go. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. Yeah, Tianqi Conservation Act has failed. Amazing. I was largely just doing that so that I have an easy visual point to identify when I'm editing this, of where I should have a hard cut and take out that last 2-3 minutes there. Let's see. Colonization in progress. Yep, that is for the Ringworld segment. Creaky Airlock has unemployment. I don't like that. You need another reactor district. Oh, amenities. Oh my god, amenities. Amenities are a real problem here. Didn't even realize that. I mean, not that much of a problem, but it's in the negative, and that makes me go, oh, no. Okay, resettle to... where are you? Ugly Outcome. Off you go. See, the thing is, though, we have like 25 pops here now. Have we completely filled? No, we haven't. We have not filled all the technician jobs, which is slightly surprising, but also a good thing. Okay. I am very surprised that the Tianqi Conservation Act got overturned. Well, actually, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. A lot of people were opposing it. Alright, let's grab more flash coolant, because that's what cool people do. Or maybe I should just start doing some applied superconductivity. Yeah, let's do a little bit of applied superconductivity, like just a 5 or something. And then we'll leave it there. Extraction patterns, yes please. Actually, no. Assembly algorithms, we only get 5 copies of that, so... we get that done, and we have improved planetary build speed across the board, which is fabulous. So what? There's no unemployment here. Why are you telling me that there's unemployment? Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. I don't believe you. Foundry Ecology, please. Humble beginnings. What do we have here? Do we have unemployment? Yes, we do. You are going to Ugly Outcome. Where are you? There you are. Boom. Come on now. Come on, game. There we go. And Hordelmont's Hideout, also experiencing a bit of unemployment. You are going to Ugly Outcome. I think there's only going to be one technician job left after all that. Take a quick look. Come on, game. Let me do things. There we go. Yeah, one technician job left. Very good. Okay. So we did mitigate the, we did staunch the bleeding of energy credits now. Still need to deal with this consumer goods one. How much are we producing from a single artisan on these worlds, I wonder? 11. Okay. So only a few more. We should completely resolve this with maybe 5 more artisans, and then that's it. And then like 3 more technicians should put us back in the green for energy credits. We're going to want to throw a couple pops at Creaky Airlock, though, because we are going to open up some more technician jobs before too much longer there. And we're going to want to have that rectified as quickly as possible for as long as possible, because it's going to be a long while before our Dyson sphere finishes and gives us any modicum of production of energy credits. I'm probably going to want to look somewhere else. I don't know. Would it be worth it? Because it would still take, like, it's going to be 10 years-ish before we see a positive, a net positive in energy credits production from that Dyson sphere. But I mean, it would be the same thing from a habitat is the problem. I kind of want to build another habitat, but it will still, but that will also take years to build and then colonize and then start setting up, and then we have to wait for the pops to grow and take the jobs and blah blah blah. And in the same amount of time, we'll probably only get like a few dozen extra energy credits out of that habitat by the time we have the first segment of the Dyson sphere finished, and producing 1,000 energy credits per month for us just for existing. That's my impression. That is what I feel is going to go down. You are in a Tadstella. You are in Castor. You're in Athuna. Where the hell is Athuna again? Oh, way over there. Okay. Strom. Remind me again why you're way up here in Strom. Oh, you were building the hyperlane relay. Correct. Okay, where was that gas giant? Here we go. Build a habitat here. Fuck it. We'll get it. We'll get another generator habitat, energy habitat, whatever you want to call it. Oh boy. Series X will shorten load times significantly on the older games. Oh yeah, totally. I mean, the Xbox One load times on Xbox 360 games is already like way better. Like Skyrim, for example, was the first thing that noticeably had faster load times when I first started playing that on my Xbox One as opposed to the Xbox 360, because the load times on the 360 for Skyrim were atrocious, especially for like the player-made homes and whatnot with whatever that DLC was. I can't remember what that fucking DLC was. It was not very good. The only thing that could drag it back down to where it does take significantly longer in Xbox One Skyrim would be if you have a bunch of mods, of course. What's another good example? Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3's load times are way faster on the Xbox One compared to the old 360. Jumping in to play multiplayer takes just a couple minutes on the Xbox One, whereas on the old 360, that would be like a 10-minute ordeal getting the damn thing to load up, because you got to go through like 4 loading screens to open up the multiplayer, which was really, really annoying and stupid. Okay, you are going to... Was it Ugly Elcom? Which one was it? Creaky Airlock, that's the one. Go there. You will fill in the medical worker job when that cytorevitalization center is done. Oh, it's already done, and it already has 2 pops. Okay then, you'll be another technician. Good on ya. Well, I don't know what I ate, but I have some exotic gases happening. Well, it starts off as exotic gases, and then sometimes it finishes up as volatile motes, if you know what I mean. Jesus Christ. Alright. So our energy is not quite in the green yet, but pretty goddamn close, and our consumer goods, we're gradually getting there, bit by bit. The problem is every pop that comes in, even when we throw them into an artisan job, their upkeep. What is their bloody upkeep? 0.1? Oh, okay, that's a lot less than I expected. Scold me a starbase. Done. Alright, let's make this a practical Bastion Starbase then. Gun batteries. And then we will do... Where is it? Comm jammer, disruption field generator, target uplink computer, and a command center. Okay, have our fleets made it here yet? Yes, and the Juggernaut's there too. Okay, so let's go ahead and select... Oh, wow, come on game, let me do things. There we go. Yeah, it was the 2nd of the month, so it's taking forever to let me do stuff. Sugrad is the system we need to jump to. So we'll move all the fleets here. This is going to... You're going to see a massive change in our energy in just a moment. Well, maybe not till next month, but you will see a change because we're pulling all of these away from the starbase that they were docked at. I do know what you mean. I thought you would appreciate that. I don't think appreciated is the right word, dude. Understood is probably more accurate. So what we're going to do first, we're going to send the corvettes in because we need one of them to eat that ion cannon blast. Otherwise, this thing takes out a battleship immediately before they even get into combat, which is bullshit. I will not stand for that nonsense. Are you set to aggressive? You are set to aggressive. Are you set to aggressive? Nope. You will be. Come on now. There we go. And now for the battleships. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Where is the Dreadnought? It's way over there in the bottom right area. I don't think it goes... I don't think it really travels much of anywhere else, so the battleships and Juggernaut should be ready to move in any second. So here we go. Corvettes first. Boop. Select all military fleets. Patron of the arts, yada yada yada, sure, whatever. When they jump in, we'll give it a moment. I just sent them to the star. I didn't send them to attack the Dreadnought. So they're going to try to fly to the star first. I should probably change that. Go and attack the Dreadnought. Like so. There we go. Alright, now we select all these fellers. Governor gained trait Iron Fist. Okay. Increased slave output. And yet I don't have slaves. Interesting. Are you moving into engage?
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yep, here comes the ion cannon. Alright, move in. Battleships, go! We're going to see this thing fire. Boom! And it missed. That's what I wanted to happen. I wanted it to eat that. I wanted that to go off first. And have it eat that. Alright, we need the battleships in. Come on. We need the battleships to jump in. Where are they? Here they come. Our corvettes are kind of holding their ground just a little bit. Not very much. They're starting to drop. Okay, battleships closing in. Corvettes are doing okay. They have not made a fucking dent in this thing's shields. You can just barely see the blue bar at the very top. Ringworld section restored. Cool. Bad timing, but whatever. There go the Tachyon Lances. Surely the... Oh my god, we've already lost. No, we haven't. I'm sorry. There goes the kinetic artillery. And the neutron launchers are firing as well. We've lost 15 corvettes. The automated dreadnought is turning. Looks like it's going to close. Ooh. It just zodded one of our battleships with that ion cannon. Oh, man. Brutal. Okay, here comes... What the hell are all the strike craft doing way up there? That is unusual. Alright. Here we go. Battleships have been hammering it. They've been really taking down the shields, but they need to do more. They need to do more. Okay, its shields are almost down. We still have 20 battleships. That should be... Even if we lost 3 battleships, that's still 12. Oh, make that 11. With neutron launchers and all that stuff. Tachyon Lances, 8 down to 18. We've lost 5 battleships already. Ooh, painful. I also forgot to check the design of the Juggernaut. I think it has Tachyon Lances. That's what it looks like it's shooting. Okay, its armor is gone. It is down to about half health. I think we got it. We got it. And one more ion cannon blast. Blam. Maybe not. It's trying to target something. There we go. Oh boy. Start situation Leviathan parade opportunity. Alright. We did it. Just be glad you can't smell it. My old lady sent me to my game room because of it. Fucking hell, man. I don't know why you feel the need to tell me that, but alright. We have managed to disable the Automated Dreadnought of the Subra system. Despite the punishment it took from our ships, the structural integrity of the warship's massive hull remains largely intact. Our boarding parties found the mummified remains of the Dreadnought's alien crew still manning their stations. Before expiring, they activated some kind of automated patrol mode, which the limited shipboard AI has been locked in for the past 7.8 million years. Although it would take an incredible amount of resources, some of our engineers believe that the Dreadnought can be restored and put back into service with our fleet. It would certainly make for a powerful flagship. Yes, it would, and we are going to do just that. What I just remembered something else we need to do: reform our government. Okay, repair Dreadnought. I need a construction ship there, so we're going to go do that. Yoink. Research projects in the system. And then this science ship is right next to it here. Go survey. Okay, good job. Wow, it looks pretty destroyed to me, but hey, whatever. Okay, we're going to select these military fleets. We'll send them back to Feral Star. And how many ships do we have left in the battleship fleet? Ooh. We only lost one Muddler class. Most of our battleship losses were the Stumble Mumble class for dealing with armor and whatever else it's called. Alright, let's add another Muddler class. Oh, we can add 2 more. Perfect. Look at that. I like it. Okay, we have 22,000 alloys. Let's reinforce all of the ships that we lost. Very good. And our energy is back in the positive because of all the battleships that got destroyed. Sweet. Alright, situations, unfortunate. Immobilization of the Automated Dreadnought opportunity. Oh, wait, what? We believe that a parade on Hail Home focusing on the Dreadnought's reactor we secured would be very beneficial to our empire. Okay, what does this do? The parade will happen when Hail Home organizes it. This requires 5 unity per month? Why? There is no value in a frivolous parade. Our resources are better placed elsewhere. The stage is active from 0 to 50. By encouraging the celebration of this grand feat, we are sure to have more opportunities to make this an event to remember. Requires 25 energy for upkeep. We'll hold a parade permanently enhancing Hail Home. Okay. Let's encourage it. Increase the generation, I guess? If we do nothing, what if we discourage it? Oh, it goes back the other way. Okay, so encourage it. Of course. Yes, I want to see what this parade does. Or, sorry, what this buff does, I should say. Where is this strange flows? Oh, hang on. There is an archaeological site. Where is it? Ah. We have not done that one. Crazy. And the broken gates are way over there. Wow, I have not done these. What's wrong with me? Just so you are burnt out on Stellaris? Yes, I really am. Halo Red Team. I still enjoy myself when I jump on and stream, but it's very difficult for me to motivate myself to do so. And it has been for quite some time. Like, it has been even just for this playthrough. So I'm going to be taking an extended break from it after this playthrough. Just wanted to share. Lol, thought you'd get a chuckle. I didn't get a chuckle. I got a one of those grins that basically says you're disgusting.
Anomaly found.
I found an anomaly. 400 days. Ignore that for now. Unbelievable. Where's my other science ship? Why are you not assisting research? How long will it take you to research this? I don't care. You're not assisting research right now. You are failing at your job. Whatever. Go do that thing. I need to send these folks to study these archaeology sites that are still hanging out in our territory that I have not bothered with. We've had one down here in we've had one down here in Ubogliet for I don't know how long, and I've just been ignoring it. We'll finish in situation stage will change in 7 months, and an outcome will be reached in 15 months. Okay, cool. Thanks for noticing. Yeah, I didn't really have a choice. You blatantly told me. I don't know what to tell you, man. You blatantly told me what was going on. It's not like I had a choice. So, okay, let's send a couple to Creaky Airlock. Boop. And boop. That should do it. Let's check out Creaky Airlock. It is probably completely full of the jobs that I just created for it not too long ago. Yep, 100%. Alright, what are we looking for in terms of rare resources? We could use crystals. So, on Creaky Airlock, I am going to construct a synthetic crystal plant. Amenities are becoming a problem here. But there's not much else that we're going to do on this colony anyway. So I'm probably just... In fact, I am. I'm just going to throw down some rare resource production facilities. So I'm going to do one synthetic crystal plant, an exotic gas refinery, and a chemical plant. Done. And then the same thing with ugly outcome. I'm missing a planet here. Or I'm missing a building here, excuse me. What do I have on Creaky Airlock? Oh, I already have one of these. Alright. So yeah, those bottom 4 buildings. This place is doing what I want it to do. It's producing 300 energy credits per month right now, which is fine. It has just enough amenities. So yeah, slap down a bunch of... Ooh, Detroit can upgrade its capital building to a planetary administration. I like it. Let me do things, game. Come on. There we go. Ugly outcome. We do need a couple chemical plants because I keep using those up with fortresses and foundry arcologies. So we'll start with that, and then we do an exotic gas refinery, and then we go to a synthetic crystal plant. Very good. One thing that I do really need, I need to find if there is a planet with a mineral deposit on it. Unfortunately, that's a moon, so that doesn't count. There we go. Because I need habitats with astro mining bays. That is actually going to be an issue until we get a matter decompressor. And I think the only place we can do a matter decompressor is here in X41 Singularity. Cannot build in systems with habitable planets. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. This stupid fortress habitat is screwing everything up. Because I have a fortress habitat there to protect us from anything coming through the L gate, I can't build a matter decompressor there. Are you kidding me? Son of a gun. Let's get another habitat here. Ugh, that is literally the only black hole we have in our territory. Ooh, we could get the dubious abyss. If we go take out these bastard marauders, we can get the dubious abyss under our control and build a matter decompressor there. Yes! Yes! We can do it. That will have to be for another stream, though. Because right now we are approaching the final minutes of tonight's stream. We might not even get the chance to do that on tomorrow's stream just because it'll take too long. Real time wise, not in-game time, but real time. Most unfortunate. So as I said before, this is the second to last time that I will be streaming Stellaris Console Edition for the foreseeable future. It does kind of bum me out because it may be like It may wind up being the last one, but I've said this several times. I would like to come back and try and do another playthrough when we get more new stuff sometime down the road. Like Galactic Paragons or First Contact. Actually, I think First Contact... Right now, First Contact interests me more than Galactic Paragons, honestly. But yeah, sometime down the road when we get more new stuff, I would like to come back and start another playthrough and stream this for another... for one more game with another 10 chapters. Why do I have so many fortresses here? Or strongholds, I should say. Alien drag racing, okay. That's usually a very early anomaly that we come across. Wow, can't believe it's been that long. But in the meantime, there's plenty of other stuff that I intend to stream. I think this week... Ooh, I don't know. What do I want to start this week on the Thursday? I really don't know. Okay, you need to go to Festivities Aftermath because we're still having a consumer goods problem. That should set us in the green. Just barely. Just barely. If at all. Now let's check out Rascal's Delight, because apparently you have unemployment. No, you don't. I just moved them. Festivities Aftermath. 9 out of 12 for Artisans. 7 out of 12 on Vizier's Arms. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping to do more MechWarrior with Joe this Wednesday. The stream quality... For some reason, the stream quality for MechWarrior last week was pretty shit. Like, the frame rate was just in the pooper. I think it was because I was playing stuff off of YouTube at the same time. That's probably what it was. So, like, while streaming, I'm also pseudo-streaming. Kind of, not really. If you know what I mean. So, I'm going to avoid that this time around. And hopefully it's better this Wednesday. If I run into the same problem again, I'm going to be really worried, because then it's like, oh shit, are all of my streams off my PC going to be this crappy quality now? Because it's fine off my Xbox. I know how it looks off of the VODs that I get off Twitch and send out to the second channel for the time being. But if for some reason the quality of a stream off my PC is in the toilet, then it's like, well, there goes all my fucking streaming plans. Nobody's going to want to watch this if they can only catch, 8 frames a second. Okay, so we've got another habitat being constructed here over Euroglia 3. That's going to be a mining habitat because minerals, until we get secure... Ooh, hello. Power surge. Unfortunately, the Dreadnought's reactor was a very well-behaved cargo until it arrived at Hailhome, where we placed it in a warehouse awaiting its big day. It was there the troubles began. While no one was looking, the reactor restarted itself. The warehouse was lit up from within as it spouted out huge arcs of plasma, threatening to melt down the entire building. The quick actions of our scientists were just sufficient to save it in the nick of time, with the upshot that we now have an active reactor to do with as we please. Attached to the planet's power grid... Reactor overdrive modifier, giving the following effects. Job energy upkeep minus 50%. That's kind of mediocre. What's the other one? Incorporate it into the performance. One of two options will happen. 50% chance of this will increase the amount of unity the opportunity will produce. Advances by 20. 50% chance that the situation recedes by minus 30. Or we hit the off switch and engineering research gained 14,000. Whatever. We're at the point where we don't really need that. Oh, I don't know. Reactor overdrive modifier. It's only for 2 years, and this is really a nothing burger kind of bonus. Situation recedes by a boatload. Let's attach it to the planet's power grid for now. Fuck it.
Research complete.
Okay, Fleet Management Procedures 3. There's Admiralty Support Staff again. Excellent. We want that. And actually, that we have hit the 2-hour mark. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. I'm interested to see how this situation with the Automated Dreadnought plays out, with the Dreadnought's reactor plays out. I like these situation things. You know, I think they were a cool addition where additional stuff can happen beyond researching and unlocking traditions and doing the archaeology sites and the stuff in the galactic community. It is just one more thing to deal with. But some of them pop up due to various, sometimes unforeseen circumstances. But due to a various amalgam of things, they crop up. And I think they're cool. Bottom line, I just think they're cool. We'll leave it at that. Anyways, so that's it for tonight. I do believe this was Chapter 9. I'll have to double check. I still haven't made Chapter 8 public on the second channel at the time of recording this. So that should be public by the time we are live and streaming Chapter 10 tomorrow, which will be the last bit with the Half-Lifer League here. This is honestly the fact that 10 streams in, we're only just getting about 110 odd years into the game. That really says a lot. That just says that the mid and late game slowdown in Stellaris Console Edition currently is abysmal. And I can kind of understand how there's a bunch of people on the various online communities who, regardless of whatever news about Stellaris Console Edition is being provided for us, they're just bitching about the state of the game. I can totally understand why they are in that mood about the game that they are. That being said, I don't agree that just constantly bitching about it is the right thing to do anytime there's any mention of anything related to Stellaris Console Edition, but that's just me. Things will improve when they improve, when future patches and whatnot come out. Like it can't be done on a dime. Have a good night, Mobius. See you next time. Sorry about the fart jokes. Don't worry about it, man. Thanks for hanging out with me, Professor Payne. Halo Red Team, hopefully I'll see you again in another stream in the future, buddy. So yeah, that's it for me tonight. Big thank you to everybody who is watching, as well as those of you who will be watching this in the future on the YouTube channel. One chapter to go, I do believe. Kind of looking forward to it. We're going to try to grab more territory down to the dubious abyss so that we have a guaranteed location to construct a matter decompressor for our empire. But yeah, in the meantime, this has been Mobius Y. Again, thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of the night. Peace out.